What's up, guys? Brent Hess here with Cagezilla Unchained, brought to you by the Wild Style Network. We are here talking about our upcoming Cagezilla 87 card, October 25th. It's a big one. And speaking of a big one, we got a big bantamweight fight here coming up. And one half of it is none other than Omari Simmons. Omari, how you doing today, my man? Thank you for joining us.
I'm good. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for interviewing me and everything. You know, it's first for me, so I'm
100%.
really excited.
100%. Well, hey, let's give our Cagezilla Unchained fans a way to get to know you a little bit. I know you haven't been on here before. You're no stranger to Cagezilla Cage, but you haven't been on Cagezilla Unchained before. So give our fans a way to get to know you a bit. Give us a little of your background, your upbringing, if you want to share, and kind of what led to MMA for you.
Well, upbringing wise, you know, it's nothing crazy. Both parents, you know, made sure I stayed out of trouble and everything, kept me in sports. So, but that leads into, you know, what got me into MMA was them putting me into sports. I started off playing soccer before anything else, but they started noticing real quick that I was a bit too rough for that. And, you know, parents weren't happy with me running their kids over, knocking them over, playing a non-contact sport. So then I moved to football, and, you know, for anybody who's seen me fight, they know that I'm not that big of a person. So football didn't last too long after high school. And so I was like, you know what? Since I've been doing martial arts since like sixth grade, I was like 11, you know, maybe I should take the next step with it, go full contact, you know, compete in the cage. So I was like, that's the next step. And then I ended up in my current gym, Universal General Mixed Martial Arts. Shout out to my coach. And, you know, the rest is history.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, it sounded like you found your niche, you found your sport, and you know, you took that aggressiveness you were using from soccer, and then you know, in the fight sports they got weight classes, so I think you just fit right into that, man. And sounds like you've had an extensive kind of young influence with sports. So speaking of influences, I always like to kind of see the roots that led to the tree, and see maybe you can share with us some of your powerful influences, whether that be coaches or family members or people that have influenced you in your life, or your fight career, or life in general, that you can kind of share with us and shine some light on that.
Well, starting off, of course, my two biggest influences are my mom and my dad.
There you go.
My dad, early on, he always wanted me to get into martial arts. He was always talking about like how he used to back in the day. Oh, I used to be able to do this. And, you know, he's a black belt. Both my mom and dad are black belts, actually.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, I think my dad's a black belt in Hapkido, and then me and my mom, we got our black belts at the same time in ITF Taekwondo.
Wow, that's amazing, man. You got a martial arts family. I do as well, so I know how important that is, how rare that is. But go ahead. Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
But so, like, when I got to middle school, since I wasn't playing like other sports besides football, they wanted me to do something else, and it was either wrestling or martial arts. And I was like, you know, I want to give martial arts a shot, because I saw Mighty Mouse doing what he was doing. I was like, wow, it's a small dude, you know, being out there doing all that stuff. I was like, I want to do that. And so I got into martial arts, and from there I started competing and everything, and you know, it was.
Rest is history. Now I know you've had all your fights inside the Cagezilla cage. We love having you on. You're a super exciting fighter, man. I commentate a lot of the fights, and I've definitely commentated some of your big wins. And I was like, man, this is a kid that I really got to keep my eye on. Very talented and very, very skilled, a powerhouse. But tell us, what has the experience of fighting under the bright Cagezilla lights done for you, and maybe given you, so you can carry forth into your future fights?
It's given me a lot of confidence, because like starting out, I was always worried about like, man, it's going to be a lot of people. The lights are going to be bright. What if I like freeze up? And I was like, you know, with Cagezilla, it's not a small promotion either. Like a lot of times at these amateur promotions, they be fighting outside in basketball gyms, but at Cagezilla, you got an actual venue.
Yeah.
Plenty of people, and it's actually recording, cameras and everything. So I feel like whenever I do finally take that next step in my career, I feel like I'm I'm going to be more prepared for the crowd and all the, all the extravagance of it. So.
Wow. Yeah, no, I mean, here at Cagezilla, we give you guys all the lights, camera, action that you deserve. And like you say, it kind of prepares you for that next possible step for you. You know what I mean? A lot of, we're even doing pro-am shows now. So it might be, that might be the trajectory for you, right? Like once you get enough amateur experience and get some wins under your belt there, that pro feeling, that pro move might be the next thing for you, and you already got that feeling of the big crowd, the ambiance, the lights, the cameras, the people. We're commentating your fight. People are watching via live stream, and we got people eating food and drinks, and it's almost like right, like a big UFC, but a smaller version of that, and that's what we try to give you guys, man. Is that feeling? Like you say, you're not fighting on just like a basketball court or something like that, man. This is the real deal. Now, moving into your upcoming fight, you're up against a Patrick Shelpfeffer, who also has some MMA experience at bantamweight. I guess first of all, tell us what, if anything, you might know about Patrick heading into this big bantamweight fight here coming up on Cagezilla 87.
Well, I know he's a scrappy dude. I've seen some of his fights. He loves to stand and bang, and on top of that, he's a Division I wrestler. So I already know he's going to come with the grappling whenever things get, if he starts losing on the feet, he's going to fall back on that grappling. So I definitely know that much.
Oh, okay, nice. Sounds like you've done a little research, and being a martial artist, man, I know you got the mental side of things too, and you're seeing maybe some holes in his game and some things that you might be able to capitalize on. But ultimately, yeah, Patrick, he's a tough kid. Never fought under the bright Cagezilla lights before, so I think that might be an advantage that you might have over him. But yeah, man, go ahead and tell our Cagezilla Unchained audience, though. Tell us what kind of energy you're feeling heading into this one. What can we expect to see from Omari Simmons coming into this big bantamweight fight here coming up October 25th?
Well, I'm definitely, about to go back to my point fighting roots. So, because I'm not, if it goes to the ground, it goes to the ground. But I'm definitely doing that point fighting, that touch and go. So.
Oh, okay. And I know you ain't touching to play, man. You're touching to hurt, and that's beautiful, man. Yeah, you got that martial arts background, a traditional martial arts background, from what it sounds like, and you're gonna be light on your feet and touch and go. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, he's gonna, if he wants to get you to the ground, he's gonna have to find you, and so it sounds like you got a little game plan already going inside your head, man. So that's awesome. I'm gonna throw some questions at you from our fan zone, maybe one or two questions I always like to throw at you guys to kind of give some insight to some younger guys coming up under you. You know how it is in the martial arts community, man. There's always guys, girls, young kids coming up under you that look up to you guys and maybe haven't started their journey yet, but it's always good for them to hear some insight into what does a typical training day look like for you. That's my first question. What does a typical training day look like for you when you're kind of training for a big fight like this one upcoming?
Well, every day, whenever I think I'm about to get into a fight, I'm a start slowly cutting my weight already, so that I don't have too much weight to cut. Because sometimes in weight cuts, if you go into a fight with a bad weight cut, you're already at a disadvantage. And even going through fight camp, you're going to get bumps and bruises, so you're never going to be 100%. So you need that extra little, bit of energy and health that you have. So, I always try my best to get on top of that. But my normal training day consists of me doing 2 a day. Sometimes I train three times a day, but in the morning I do a lot of my boxing, and then in the afternoons, that's when I do my grappling and my kickboxing. And sometimes in the middle, I go back to my old high school and I'll do some of my wrestling practices. But
there you go.
That's pretty much it. So.
Wow, that sounds like an intense day, man, and what great insight for you, because normally guys don't share that part of getting to a fight, and that is getting your weight right, getting that weight right and getting it right in a timely fashion. excuse me, where you're not cutting all that weight at the last minute and putting yourself at that disadvantage. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, that's really important advice, especially we had a couple guys on our last card that just weren't respectful of the weight class, didn't make weight, didn't really, it almost didn't even seem like they tried to make weight, right? And I really don't like to see that. So for a guy like you to give the young guys that insight into, hey, get on weight and get too close to your weight in a timely fashion so that you don't have to, you don't have to kill yourself there at the end, in route to making weight. Because they always say that the first fight, right, is making weight, right? That's once you win that first fight, then you go, you hydrate, you get all your nutrients back in, and then you got the big fight. But the first big fight that a lot of guys don't pay attention to, and some just don't respect, and then that's making weight. So very, very important insight from you. And also, I'm curious, being a martial artist, who are some of your favorite fighters that you enjoy watching? Whether that be UFC, boxing, karate combat, anything. Who are some of the guys you like watching to kind of emulate maybe their style and bring some of it into yours?
Well, like I said earlier, Demetrius Johnson, man, I love watching Mighty Mouse fight, man.
Yeah.
Like when I found out he retired, I was like, but then again, it's a good thing he's he did all he had.
Yeah.
Got all his money, he's out. But another one, John Dodson. I love John Dodson, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like watching that tough season when he knocked out TJ Dillashaw, man. Like a little guy with that much power, that's how I see myself.
Yeah.
Like I emulate his style a lot. I try to at least.
Yeah, no.
And then Wonder Boy.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah, Wonder Boy, traditional karate style, and you know how to fight like that, being a martial artist. And the other two guys, John Dodson and Mighty Mouse too, are man, they're geniuses in the way that they fight. Both hit you hard, and then they'll be out of there, man. You can't find them. So again, good insight from you and both guys. All those guys pretty much fight with styles that are similar to yours, in my opinion. That you can take some of their stuff and kind of watch it and observe it and bring it into your style. So great stuff, man. Well, before we finish, I always like to kind of finish off with a quote or a motto or something empowering to you that maybe you've read or maybe has been shared with you that you can kind of pass along to our Cagezilla Unchained audience and empower them.
Well, it's a thing I tell myself. Anybody who's seen me fight, they know that I have losses on my record. So when I do lose, it's like, yeah, sometimes you fall short, but never give up on yourself about it, and don't be too hard on yourself. Keep moving forward.
Yeah, don't give up, because you never know what's on the other side of you just pushing through a little bit harder, a little bit further. And yeah, man, no, I mean, you're exciting, man. I mean, no bones about it, man. They better come and be prepared to fight a true martial artist when they get in with you, because win, lose, or draw, you're in there to kind of put, make it happen or go out on your shield. And that's the kind of fighter you are, man. I'm always excited to see Omari Simmons get in there. Well, hey, give us a way we can follow you. Give us a way we can kind of show you a little love online, whether that be your Instagram or your social medias or your team's social medias. Go ahead if you want to give out any shout outs, mom, dad, whatever you have. Go ahead and do that now and give us a way we can follow you and follow the journey.
If you all want to follow me, my Instagram is Omari Simmons 512. And shout out to my mom, my dad, and shout out to my wonderful team. You can, if you're interested in any classes or anything, you can go on the Universal General Mixed Martial Arts website, and shout out Team Gustavo Machado.
There we go. Yeah, solid team, man. Solid fighter, and man, I'm excited. Like I say, to see you in here come October 25th, man. Thank you, Omari, for joining us here on Cagezilla Unchained. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you joining us. I know you got a ton of things probably going on between training and different stuff in your schedule, so I appreciate it. I hope you stay healthy leading into this big Cagezilla 87 card, and thank you once again for joining us.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
All right, guys. Well, there you have it. A big bantamweight fight here coming up on Cagezilla 87, October 25th. We had Omari Simmons, one half of that, against Patrick Shelpfeffer. Pick up your tickets at CagezillaTickets.com. Do not forget CagezillaTickets.com. Here at the Salisbury Center, you'll want to be here in-house. We just launched our new restaurant, so we got awesome food, awesome drinks. So hopefully you can join us in-house. But if you can't, you can also use that same link to see our live stream. So make sure you guys are doing that. Until next time, we'll see you guys all very soon. Much love and respect. Signing off.